Prime Minister Narendra Modi gave a special address at the India-Singapore Economic Convention. He hailed Singapore as a key economic partner for India. He also spelled out the strategy of his government to harness India's development potential through policies and our people. He expressed satisfaction with the outcome of his visit to Singapore that has boosted strategic relations with India. FDI in India has galloped by over 40% since Modi government took over last year. Addressing the Indian community in Singapore, PM Modi said, "World now sees India not merely as a huge market, but as an equal partner worthy of collaboration." He said a confident and resurgent India now sees the world in the eyes by its newfound strength. He lauded that 40 lakh people have given up LPG subsidy. India and Singapore have signed 10 agreements on strategic partnership. It is a framework to contribute to greater regional stability and growth, deepen existing areas of cooperation. Prime Minister Narendra Modi and his Singaporean counterpart Lee Hsien Loong signed the agreement. PM Modi was accorded a ceremonial reception in Singapore. As part of the reception, the Indian national anthem was played, followed by the national anthem of Singapore. Both the countries have also decided to enhance defence cooperation by signing revised defence cooperation agreement. Prime Minister Narendra Modi also visited the Institute of Technical Education in Istana, which is involved in skill development in Singapore. PM Modi and Singapore PM Lee Hsien Loong had a hands-on session there, where they created these bookends featuring India Gate and Marlion, iconic places in India and Singapore. India has sought assistance from Switzerland in probe of alleged Swiss bank accounts of Congress leader Praneeth Kaur and her son Raninder Singh. Meanwhile, the Swiss tax department has asked Praneeth Kaur and her son to file an appeal within 10 days. The Swiss tax department has made these disclosures in 2 separate notifications published in the Switzerland government's Federal Gazette. The centre today sanctioned a relief package of 1,540 crore rupees for Karnataka, which declared drought in 27 districts due to deficient monsoon rainfall this year. The centre also urged other drought-affected states like Bihar and Jharkhand to submit their memorandum urgently so that they could be provided relief. The government is reaching out to parties in the opposition on the much-delayed goods and services tax. While addressing an annual session of the ASSOCHAM, Finance Minister Arun Jaitley said that the government is talking to opposition leaders on the GST Bill. He said those who stall reforms should realise that the place of obsolete thinking is now shrinking as India has become aspirational. Union government has advanced the target date for the completion of rural road connectivity under the PM Grameen Sadak Yojna. Now all villages in the country will be connected by all-weather roads by March end 2019. Earlier the deadline set was 2022. Union Minister for Rural Development Birinder Singh said that this accelerated implementation will be achieved by providing enhanced financial allocation and through a modified funding pattern in the scheme. In Manipur, BJP made its debut by winning Thangmeiband and Thonju assembly seats, and in Madhya Pradesh, the party retained Devas assembly seat. Congress has won Aizawl North 3 assembly seat and Ratlam Jhabua Lok Sabha seat in Madhya Pradesh. In Telangana, TRS retained the Warangal Lok Sabha seat, while in Meghalaya, Hill State Democratic Party retained the Nongstoin assembly seat, defeating ruling Congress. A meeting involving the representatives of Assam government and Ulfa was held in New Delhi under the chairmanship of Home Secretary Rajiv Mehershi to review the progress made in talks with Ulfa. The Ulfa delegation was led by Aurobindo Rajkhowa, Chairman Ulfa. Indian forest cover is increasing according to the latest data that will be released soon. This was said by Union Environment Minister Prakash Javadekar. Speaking exclusively to DD News regarding the upcoming Paris Climate Change Conference and India's goals in tackling climate change, Javadekar said India will certainly reach its target of creating an additional carbon sink of 2.5 to 3 billion tons of carbon dioxide. Turkey has shot down a Russian military jet near the Syria border. Turkish officials said that the jet violated airspace rules. Meanwhile, Russia has strongly condemned the downing of its fighter jet by Turkey. Russia said jet was pounding the ISIS terrorist positions in Syria. NATO allies will hold an extraordinary meeting today at Ankara's request to discuss the incident. In a bid to strengthen the coalition against the Islamic State, President Barack Obama and his French counterpart François Hollande will discuss ways to confront the scourge of terrorism and coordinate US efforts to assist France's probe into the Paris attacks.